love it ghetto.
Let's see.
I do. I like it raw. I see green.
I see green too. I see a lot of green.
And I think we might be live, pal.
Are we live?
I'm waiting for the actual feed to come in.
I think we might be.
Here's our faces.
Yeah, I think we're live.
We're live. We're here. We're queer. We're time to go.
Well, I mean, only a part of me.
There you go.
Anthony, it's so complicated.
It is.
Especially with the way that like people define shit these days.
Yes. There's so many grays. So many shades of gray.
I'm in a constant state of gray.
Some people would say
Good thing I
50.
live in Ohio.
It'd be 50 shades.
That's
Some
the
people say-
neutral state, right?
Yeah, right. So neutral.
You're living right in the middle.
Purple.
There you go.
The middle path, right?
I'm trying to stay somewhere near the center, especially these days.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Yes. Yes, I'm here. I'm ready to go. You ready for it?
hit the motherfucking music. And make sure that people can hear it. Make sure it's loud. 96 times. 96 times. That's how
You
many
guys are on
times
it.
we brought you guys this podcast. This is one of the most consistent things in my entire fucking life. And it's just something I do for fun. But once you make something the standard, and it's not just a goal, like I used to have a goal, like one day I'll have a podcast. And then it was like, we do 2 episodes every week, and that is what we do. Standards are strong as fuck. Because your standards actually get met. And now, I get to introduce my tiny but well-loved audience to a person who gave me a chance when I was at the lowest spot in my entire motherfucking life. He's sitting over there. His name's Sean. We'll talk about it later. Anthony behind the switches.
Hey.
Anthony. I don't want you to kill the music yet. I know you wanted to. See? See? You think I'm that predictable. I want to give Sean a little bit of an intro. I'm on Renaissance Parkway. That's where my school is. I'm legit sitting across from an actual Renaissance man. You can do a lot of shit. You teach many, many things.
A little bit.
I
yeah.
teach one thing.
Oh, you teach it well.
But you teach so many things. We got yoga. We got Systema. We got weightlifting. We have kettlebells. There's so many goddamn things you understand. But now, instead of like grilling my friend about all that shit, we're going to shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Sean Sterling, what it do?
I'm good, man. I'm
Welcome to the
good.
podcast.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're here. So
Glad to be here, man. Yeah.
I know this week has been challenging because you've had the allergies.
Yeah, still do a little bit, but that's all right.
Fucking up your voice.
A little bit,
And
right?
you're still brave because
Right.
there are people that would be like, yo, my voice isn't what it could be. Let's not record tonight.
Yeah, you just got to kind of go with what the universe provides for you at the moment,
I've noticed that about you.
Yeah.
It was one of the first things I noticed about you. There was a day where you were like, yeah, I'm kind of sick. And then you were deadlifting.
Yeah.
I was like, when I feel sick,
I don't deadlift.
I don't do any. I don't
Yeah.
just not deadlift. Sean.
Yeah.
It's way worse than that.
You just stay laying there.
We don't leave the bed.
Oh, nice.
Oh
okay.
yeah. Like if I feel truly sick, I'm like,
Yeah.
does this mean? Or at least that's what I used to do. It's better than that now. But like when I saw you making that choice, my default setting was everything in the whole world is shut down.
Interesting. Yeah. My default setting is
Also gross.
Yeah.
Not so much interesting as it is gross.
Not necessarily gross, just different perspective,
Yeah.
versus like, my shift is more just like residing in that space of presence and awareness in basically all that I'm doing.
So you're like, well, today was deadlift day.
Yeah.
And this is how I feel during deadlift day.
Yeah.
And if I feel awesome during deadlift day, I just get to feel awesome during deadlift day.
And that's true. Like you might choose the movement or choose what modality you're going to train in for that day and not feel up to it and then just kind of start going into it in a moderate sense,
Mm.
and not having to go into it and just like kill it, and see if you start to feel better. And then if you start to feel better, it's like a medicine at the time. It's like a remedy.
Yeah.
But if you start to feel worse, this may not be the wisest decision.
Right.
It may, dig into the reserves of my tank more.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, one of the ideas that really captivates me right now is this whole idea of working out is this idea of spending our energetic reserve, right?
Okay.
We exert ourselves.
Yeah.
And we put our body under a certain amount of stress that it has to adapt to through recovery, essentially. So we're pushing ourselves, digging a little ditch, and then hopefully we'll recover and become greater and able to be more responsive to the weights and get stronger, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So
Yes.
that's working out. Working in methodologies, things like meditation, things like yoga, things like mobility with, smooth breathing, things like therapeutic moving just on your own. That is the type of movement practice that enlivens your body. Instead of spending reserve, it's working in now. So you're building up the vitality again to be able to exert yourself again to maximal capacity. You follow? So there's this idea of working out is fantastic, but without the opposite of working in, you lose a lot of the overall benefit.
Yeah, I've never heard that phrase used until now.
Yeah. I didn't develop that
Those
phrase.
concepts.
That comes from Paul Chek.
Those
So
concepts, I'm
I
hip to, obviously.
really enjoy like his perspective and his work, and just woke me up to that idea.
Yeah.
I
think that's valid. But isn't it also possible to get to some of those same truths and presence while you're working out that you would get from doing absolute focus on the working in? So, like, I find sometimes under a barbell a meditative state.
Yeah.
Right?
That would be a work in to a degree.
So,
Yeah.
makes sense?
Mentally, at least.
Same thing sometimes, not all the time,
Yeah.
but sometimes when I'm sparring or drilling, you start to like really get aware of who you are in that beat, and
Yeah.
something kind of transformative or psychedelic is occurring.
Yes. Yeah.
And so the workout can become working in,
Yeah. It can transcend.
but it's not the state of it.
It's not typically
Right?
what people are after.
Yeah. Or
That
even if they're not after it, it's just like it's not even fucking sustainable, man.
Yeah.
If you could do that, you are like, that is what enlightenment would be, yeah? Like if everything that I do, I can really internalize and grow from as I'm moving,
Yeah.
I'm a truly actualized human being.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
Neo
Yeah.
at that point. You're in the
Yeah.
Matrix. You
Yeah.
are Neo.
I
right?
agree with you. Yes.
But there are little moments where we're Neo.
Yeah.
But I don't spend any real time just working in.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
I end up in the space accidentally.
Yeah. And I think jiu-jitsu people do though, because you can get into a meditative state in that flow,
Right.
as well.
But I mean, like,
Where it's, like,
truly
effortless.
seeking meditation, though.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's scary for me. Like cold
Yeah.
and hard work in general. But like, just meditating, slightly terrifying.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know. Exactly.
What's the resistance in your head, in your mind?
Like, maybe it's like the last bit of chaos I have left. Like, I don't want to let go of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just spitballing.
But
I really don't know.
sometimes people think of like meditation as like this idea of like you're pushing away the thoughts. You're turning off all that stuff. You're like forcing the thinking process of the mind. And you're really not.
So you've been
In
around me for a
meditation,
while.
you start to observe the process of your thoughts. And in seeing them, you start to link and anchor your attention to something. So I choose my breath,
Okay.
all day long. To the best of my ability to just reconnect them. Take a long breath. Center.
So always through your
Right there.
nose. Yeah. Always out your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, unless you can't, you're stuffed or something, but
Respect.
better.
Are
in those.
there certain intervals of time that you use to create certain states?
Yeah. So, like, for example, there's something called box breathing, people call square breathing. So it's like inhale for 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, inhale, etc.
Respect.
So that kind of process of hold, exhale, hold, inhale starts to slow down your heart rate
Cool.
and starts to create what's called vagal tone.
Say that again.
So it starts to slow down your heart rate and creates what's called vagal tone. Sends
Vagal.
a nerve through the vagus nerve that
Mm.
runs from the brain all the way through the heart, through the lungs, and into the digestive organs.
Cool.
So you get the signaling of relaxation throughout the body when you breathe in that kind of a way for a long duration of time.
Okay. So box breathing brings about relaxation.
Hmm.
I know you're also like really familiar with Wim Hof shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know, like, I'm aware of some of the accomplishments he's had and some of the experiences
Yeah. It's
he's been
crazy.
able to relate to, like, some of the famous people that we all follow and shit.
Yes.
But I don't know what his breathing method is, or if there are several methods for different states.
Well, there's essentially one basic method he teaches,
Okay.
which is this form of like drawing the breath in very rapidly, either in through the nose or through the mouth, and exhaling just like this whole idea of strong draw in, exhale out. Strong draw in, exhale out. So it's
So it's very forceful.
the draw in is. The exhale out is like a letting go, like you're pouring out water.
Okay.
So you're drawing in more forcefully than your exhale.
Okay.
And over the course of doing that 30 to 40 times, your body will accumulate oxygen within the blood. A little higher than where you'd normally be.
Mm.
So you might go from
Percentage-wise,
96% SPO to 98 or 99.
Neat.
And in doing that, then when he gets to the part where he will take 30 breaths, he'll inhale, exhale completely, and hold. This is called a hypoxic hold.
Mm.
Hypoxic holding is when you hold the breath after your exhale. So you're on an empty lung. So it's hold,
Yeah.
right? And
Which
he
is counterintuitive.
counterintuitive, yes, but talked about in all like the breathing, meditative, contemplative traditions. You know, if you look at India, if you look in yoga, if you look at qigong in China, if you look at some of the stuff that the Russians do, if you look at some of the stuff from Hickson, and like that kind of depth to breathing knowledge, that's like the secret foundation to it all.
Do free divers fuck with the similar methods?
Yeah. They have what's called apnea tables, which they use to train either
'Cause
CO2
one would think
capacities
they'd
and
be
O2
the ultimate
capacities.
test, right?
They're really good.
Like
Yes.
motherfuckers who are moving and you
Yeah.
can't breathe or you die.
Yeah, I mean, like a turning point for like a free diver is a 10-minute hold.
Get the fuck
I mean, think about that.
out of here.
You inhale, you go
I
down,
don't
and you
think I've ever
swim
hit
around for
60
fucking
seconds.
10 minutes, you know?
I don't think I've ever hit 60
Yeah.
seconds without taking a breath.
I mean, that's a major
you?
milestone.
Anthony,
I think at most was 2 minutes.
2?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think you can do it for 30 seconds right now.
I probably could do it for 30 seconds right now, but I can't do it right now because I'll cheat. So I just know mentally I'll cheat because I can breathe. But put me underwater, yeah.
Under what, Anthony?
Water.
Underwater.
I'm sorry, I'm from a place
You son of a
where
bitch.
they have more water than you guys ever seen in your life. So I can say it however I want to say it.
Yeah, so I mean that's just foundational stuff that you see amongst all the traditions, right? So you see in almost every martial art tradition that has achieved greatness, something along the lines of this, and the Gracies are no exception to that.
Now, do you use the Wim Hof breathing method when you're doing polar bear shit?
Yeah, so that's a good preparation for getting into cold water because it raises certain hormones within the body naturally. Norepinephrine, if I remember correctly, and oxytocin, and I'm blanking on some of the others, but you know, people can look into that and just read the articles on it. He's very well established.
Where are you
and
going?
Researched.
I will. Thank you. No, please do.
I'll do one as well. Yes, please.
Anthony, I didn't realize you're on the ball like that. I saw you like it's a little light. Respect.
That's funny.
I appreciate you. He's been around me a very long time. Well, that's not even true. It's been many hours.
Yeah.
That's more true.
Yeah.
You know, and it's more actually like meaningful.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Like I've known that guy for 20 years. Saw him 5 times.
Yeah.
Like people talk to me like that. Like people talk to me like they've known me for a long time.
Yeah.
We've met like 4 times.
Yeah.
I probably have like 150 hours spent just in podcasting, if we think about it like that.
That's weird.
Yeah. And that's just that. And then
That's just like
How long do
things
you
that
guys
are
usually
recorded.
go? Is it
it's usually about an hour.
hour? Okay.
Yeah. Depending if we're not doing like a gentleman's fight party, it's usually about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gentleman's fight party.
Yeah.
Gentleman's fight party.
Not to be confused with a.
Fight companion.
But we are not Joe Hogan.
Yeah. Joe Rogan's thing. Yes.
I don't want to be a black Joe Rogan.
You could be.
No.
Yeah,
He's way more actualized than I am. He's way
It's a deep dude.
more of what he could be
It's a deep
than
guy.
I am right now.
Maybe.
No, like, yes, like for sure he is. But that doesn't mean that I'm not capable of doing more. I'm just saying, like as of today, he's done more shit than me, and that's why he over there and I'm down here.
He's done more. He's done more correct things.
But
than
I
me.
like the climb,
Yeah.
especially when I'm actually climbing.
Yeah, the climb is really hard.
And I'm actually climbing. Speaking of climbing, I want to compete in Cleveland in October.
October 13th.
And I know, like, they're making more black belts every fucking day around here, Sean.
Yeah. I'm sure they are.
And schools are opening up. And I want all of these people to have tons of students and huge schools, huge bank accounts. I want everybody to fucking crush shit. I want people to fucking win all the things they want to win, except my divisions.
You just want him to show up.
I want to fight you guys. You black belts that have schools. Some of you guys show up all the time and compete. Respect. Some of you guys hide at home. And some of you guys show up and say, "Oh, I'm just coaching today." Like it's hard to put on your fucking gi. You know what's hard? Getting your ass whooped and then looking people that pay you money in the eye the next day. That's kind of hard. I can do it. And so I'll be on that mat in October in CLE. And I hope that somebody comes to play with me. I want to dance. I don't care what you weigh. I've been eating food now.
Yeah.
I've been picking up heavier things. I bet I can pick you up too. And if I can't, I'm not afraid of losing to you. And if I lose a student because I left like some of me on a mat somewhere in some fucking high school gymnasium and came up short and he's like, "Oh, he came up short. I'm going over there." I will delete his credit card information so fucking fast and with no fucking fear. I don't need that motherfucker around me. You can have him. Enjoy. Enjoy someone who's judgmental and cunty. Enjoy. Because I don't want to be a fucking critic. I'm looking very much forward to being that man in the arena again. And I worry that you don't want to join me. So if you disappoint me in Cleveland, fine. I'll see you in Cincinnati. Because that's an IBJJF tournament. And you guys love those. You fucking punks. You fucking marks.
Hey, at King of the Mat. Hey, listeners, tweet or hit up at King of the Mat's Instagram and say, "Hey, man, where's my buddy's fight? Where's at Keebler's Tiny's fight?"
I heard they have a 140-pound champion.
It's just a guy. He's just a person. Never
So
heard-
am I.
Yeah, but
I'm
nobody's.
just some guy.
Yeah, but like, we never heard of him. But
Some young guy.
some young guy.
Some young guy. That's
Some young black guy. Some young black guy. I'm not even a young black guy, though. I'm an old black guy now.
So what are you again? Remind me.
What?
30,
30 Yeah, remind me. What year is it, Anthony?
It's 2018.
Cool. I'm 37 still.
37. All
There you
right.
go.
Yeah. I'm 38.
Yes.
Yes. Good age.
We out here. Masters 2. That's our division in jiu-jitsu.
Is it?
Yeah. But I'm going to give a real shot at trying to win a Masters title, like Worlds or Pans.
Okay.
But I want to qualify
awesome,
for the
man.
adult Worlds. I want to qualify for the adult Worlds.
The adult worlds, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to qualify in, like with the fucking kids.
Okay.
I want to have the right to fight these motherfuckers.
That's
like
funny.
that would be so neat.
Where is that held?
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Because at first my goal was just to do some tournaments and maybe try to win the Masters, like internationals, like the Pans of the World.
Okay.
And then I was like, everybody sets their goals too low. That means you're everybody. You should try to qualify for the adult Worlds. And if you fail, you fail.
So that would be like the highest prestige, if you will, or the highest.
Well, winning
level.
it, right? But
Okay.
honestly, I'm old and I'm not as good as them. And I know they work hard, and I don't want to disrespect what they do.
Yeah.
But qualifying is possible.
Yeah.
If I have several good days, I can beat anybody. But that means I have to do it a lot.
Yeah.
I have to be at the events. I can't be like, well, I'll do 3. Because, like, the best dudes in the world are like, I'll do a couple.
Yeah.
And I'll qualify.
Yeah.
Because I'm bad as fuck.
Yeah.
I'll obviously win.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to obviously do shit.
Yeah.
So I need to show up a lot
Show up a lot. Yeah.
and hope for a good day. And if I show up a lot, I will have a couple good days.
Yeah.
If I show up twice, maybe I have a good days, maybe I don't.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I show up 10 times, I think I have enough good days to make it.
Yeah. I would agree.
So that's what I'm on.
That's what you're on.
Hola, senor.
Did you register already?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Very, very, very soon.
And where's this held? This one in October?
The one in October is in Cleveland. And then there's an IBJJF tournament in Cincinnati in November.
Yep.
And I'm doing that too.
You're doing both?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm not even curbing any of my training around those.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just training. And I'm doing those.
Okay.
I'm shooting at the Nogi Worlds in December.
Okay. Where's that held?
Anaheim, California. Anaheim.
Oh, that would be sweet, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, California, man. I've always wanted to go there. Yeah, that's on the list.
You haven't been to Cali?
No.
That's surprising.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would suit you.
It would suit me, yeah. Yeah.
How come?
Just, I don't know. Never had an opportunity to, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Candy and I will go soon.
Yeah.
Probably within the next year or so.
Good.
I've been
Like
wanting to
one of
check
your
out.
next vacations should
Yeah, I
definitely
want to see
be.
I want to see the big redwoods over there too, man. Yeah, that interests me.
See, I
Those
haven't seen that.
Huge trees. Oh, you haven't seen that?
But I'm aware of them. And like
The power
usually-
behind a tree like that, though, man, you absorb energy from nature, man. You know, so just being in their presence would be a powerful thing. As
Yeah,
long as
my
you're-
LA
as long as you're
experiences
open to
have
it.
nothing to do with nature. It's like gymnasiums
Yeah.
and homies' homes,
Uh-huh.
restaurants, bad stuff. Nothing like no nature. No nature has been involved yet. But I tried to get a little nature in. It just didn't work out. I wanted to go to the Have you seen Rebel Without a Cause?
No, I haven't seen that.
The James Dean movie? Well, there's a really cool observatory in LA.
Okay.
And I wanted to go there, and I just didn't quite make it. Like, I was, like, on my way there, and then I realized it wasn't going to be open when I got there, and then I was like, I don't really want to be a sketchy person walking around.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this. But California would suit you to the fucking ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll check it out at some point for sure. I mean, no doubt. Definitely want to do a lot more traveling and kind of do that stuff and just, see the world, see parts of it that I haven't seen. you know.
Like, what else? Like, top 3 cities to go to. You think about it too, Anthony. Don't just hit the switches. Top 3 cities
Top
you want to
3
go to.
cities.
Let's see. Buffalo. New York Buffalo's one. That's really.
For shoot?
No, I'm serious. Yeah, that's one.
What's her name?
Nobody. I want to see.
I'm like, why the fuck do you want to go to Buffalo?
Everybody's been telling me that Buffalo's a gross place to go to. I'm like, I heard it's awesome. So
I'm thinking more Costa Rica,
You know there's a way?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Peru.
Yeah.
You know, doing a ayahuasca journey, like that
Yeah.
kind of thing. At some point.
See,
in
I have
time.
a homie that's very, very much into ayahuasca, and like,
Yeah, I think
I want to do it.
the way you do it is really important, though. You know, I think the old shamanic.
So you're about the
knowledge of leading
ayahuasca, not so much to smoke the DMT crystal.
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't not do the other if I had an option to.
Respect.
You know, I wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily.
But you would think that one
Not
is better
try
than the
that.
other naturally.
Yes,
Okay.
I'd gravitate towards what's nature has provided versus such a strong crystallized form of it. But,
Right. That's what I was going towards.
Yeah.
I just assumed that, and like, I just figured, take a shot. Guess.
Yeah. I think there's a type of nourishment or knowledge that is transmitted through plant that you don't get through some of the other ways. You know.
I don't disagree. And like, honestly, like, I don't want something that is really fun to say to not be able to be said anymore. It's really fun to be able to say weed's not a drug. It's fun to say that. No,
Yeah.
it's not that I believe that, but it's fun to say that. You can be like, oh, weed's not a drug, it's a plant.
Yes.
And I just smoke it as it came.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
But when you're not smoking it as it came, what is it then?
It's a drug.
And even though I like edibles and I like dabs,
Yeah.
dabs especially kind of worry me. I
Why
think
is that?
dabs are a little too gray
We
area.
have people jumping off roofs.
No, stop doing. See, the fuck. You know, fuck up my legality shit. We're trying to get this shit legal in the state.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
You're like people jumping off roofs. Like, how dare you, Anthony? You son of a bitch.
I think it's interesting to see how marijuana legalization has evolved as well. I think we're going to see it within the next, I'd say, I'd bet 5 to 8 years. You're going to see it.
You think it's just across the board, period?
Pretty much state by
I think
state
you're
by
right.
state by state. What's the
But still,
legislation?
I think we should be pushing people into falling back in love with what they now call flower, which I just said was weed.
Yeah.
And like not so much concentrate. Not so much concentrate. I have no problem with edibles and I have no problem with concentrate. Like I carry around concentrate. Pull me over. Fuck you. Like like it's fine. I have nothing against it. But I do think that that's closer to a place that we don't want to be.
Yeah.
Like there's something wonderful about just having a plant the way that it is and deciding to set it on fire and enjoying what it does to your brain.
Yes.
I think a lot of it has to do with just convenience and concealability with it.
And
Yeah. I think it's
really smart people who have a fascination with a plant
right.
finding more efficient ways to get the key elements of it into the body.
Right.
Like I have a friend who doesn't smoke weed, who decided to make really awesome hash because he's an engineer and he likes the idea that people can do this because he likes freedom.
Yeah.
And that hash was great. But he'll never know. Right?
Right.
He'll never know. So like there are people
Why won't you know?
he doesn't do it.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
There's no particular reason. It's
Oh,
just-
God, yeah.
It's like one of those guys.
So he just makes it and is like, all right.
he's
well,
like, "Hey, I can do this thing."
yeah.
He's just one of those guys. He's like, yeah, I got this skill. I don't like to indulge in my skill, but let's make it. Sell
But
it
he
for money.
enjoys the fact
Yeah, he can do
that
it.
it's an act of freedom. Right? I love that.
That's as American as fuck. That is.
In my opinion.
It is for you.
But
you-
what is and what isn't American is so controversial right now, which is why I stick to my city's flag.
Hey man.
And I have subtle references to my country,
Hey man.
but I stick to my city because
Let him come.
that's that's when I would actually decide to pick up weapons. Like, if you come to America to take over America, I'm going to be like, fuck, that's really fucked up. Someone has come to take over America. That's fucked. If you come to Cleveland, I'm going to be like, excuse me, Tim Kennedy, we met a couple times. I need some help.
Yes.
I need to know how to do a few things. Can you send me an email on killing people that I don't know? Thank you. Like a shot in the dark. Like Joey Diaz called me back. Maybe Tim will hook me up. I don't know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's not that I expect his help.
That's
It's
fine,
like,
man.
that's the biggest card I have to play. Like, oh God, they are here. Excuse me. I need some help, sir.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Can you give me a pistol and
Brad,
a lesson?
help.
A lesson.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time worrying about they or them.
Yeah,
Like, they ain't not coming for us, dog.
they're not.
Like, it's me that's coming for me. Like,
There you go.
I'm my problem. Like, it's not outside.
Yeah, you have to master yourself first before you can master anything else, man. You know.
There's so much to master.
Yeah. I mean, just sitting 10 minutes a day, man. As far as a meditative thing, just sit comfortably and close your eyes.
So, box breathing for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Not that hard, you know. That'd be one.
I'm going to have to do it the same way that I did my planks. I'm going to have to build that shit up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Start with 2 minutes.
2 is in my head.
Yeah.
So
Start
that's
with
a
2 minutes.
reasonable goal.
Yeah, 2 minutes. And 1 minute every week until you hit 10. Stay at 10 for 10 weeks. See if you want to go longer.
Accepted.
Do you still have to do cold showers?
No. I just do it every now and then.
We haven't even talked about
I
that.
just do it every
No,
now
I
and
just
then.
thought because like you
Yeah.
know, you
I
have-
did some.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because
What?
you have to.
I have to?
Because you have to. Because things are because you have to. Because it's broken.
Why'd you do that to me?
Because it's broken.
Why are you so mean?
'Cause- no, not you.
You son of a bitch.
I'm just saying things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what he's referring to now I'm caught up.
Yeah.
I'm high as fuck. I
Yeah.
ate that edible. Come on. Anthony's referring to the fact that right now there's some kind of strange problem with my plumbing. And so
Okay.
if the hot water is just turned on, like from the source,
Yeah.
the faucets will start to run eventually. There's some kind of pressure buildup.
Okay.
So if you kill the hot water, the faucets don't randomly run. But if I were to take a shower right now without turning on the hot water, I
You'd
would
be taking your cold shower.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Very
I have
good.
to turn on the water, then take a shower, then come back down and turn off the hot water. Is
Yeah.
my process. So that's what he's ribbing me about. And I'm a little too high to fucking notice it right away. So go fuck yourself, Anthony. Because you've proven that maybe it's possible that I could be too high.
Yes.
But I think it's only on edibles.
That's fine.
And it's recoverable.
There you go.
So suck it twice.
Hey man. lemon juice is a cure for everything. So there you go.
That's funny.
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice is a cure for everything.
Lemon juice cures it all.
It does.
Yeah, lemon juice. Put some lemon juice with some apple cider vinegar, little pinch of cayenne pepper,
Do you
and you've
shoot
got
this?
a very, very good healing, kind of tonic to a degree.
But like, what's the ratio?
Just shoot it. Maybe fill up like a little glass with like 2 ounces of 2 tablespoons of each, and then dilute it a little bit with water, and then
Basically a shot glass. Just do it in a shot glass.
shot glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do this too?
No, I just know about it.
Shit. Oh no.
No. So I don't like the taste of
Like
apple cider vinegar.
positive shit? Nah, dog.
I know about it.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm aware of it.
I don't do positive things.
I live my
It's
life.
not that bad, and then I'll drink my coffee after or something like that.
Sick.
I'll transform the flavor in my mouth from being apple cider vinegar
Yeah, you have to.
to
Right?
something
No one
else.
wants
You
that.
know,
Nobody wants that shit.
That shit is super strong, man.
So let's talk more about the polar bear shit.
Yeah, I heard you had a hole in your house or a hole in your like in your
I have a
backyard.
cold tub in my backyard.
Yeah.
I heard you have a hole in your house, Anthony.
I don't think I have any holes in my
Yeah,
house.
hole
Hopefully
in,
not.
a hole in your backyard where you just like jump into it, boom, and you go into darkness.
Thought about that before.
I thought you had one.
Yeah, no, I have a cold tub
Oh, okay.
in the backyard that I keep at 42 degrees year round because that's the lowest temperature I'll actually go to. So if I could lower it below that, I probably would. But
You would.
yeah, I'd probably go to close to freezing temperature
Interesting.
on a regular basis. Yeah,
Savage.
yeah.
So 42 degrees.
Super crazy refreshing, man. Like you just can't imagine.
How long do you spend in underneath the water and totally submerged? Yeah.
So my tub, you can totally submerge. Yes. So I won't necessarily do like hyperventilation kind of breathing when I'm actually in the water. That's a before water kind of
Okay.
breathing strategy, just to kind of prime the nervous system, if you will. You're like getting yourself ready to approach the cold. Then when you get in the water, when it's that cold, you maintain just calm breathing. Calm breathing. And preferably in the nose, because that's where your calming receptors are. So if you mouth breathe, you typically only use the upper lobes of your lung. If you nasal breathe, you pull the breath down into.
Is that how
It's
mouth
your
breathing
abdomen.
became a slur?
Is that how? Say it again.
Is that how mouth breather became a slur?
Yes, like that whole.
It's like base of the spine, lower shit. It's like
You know,
less
that kind of
aware.
Yeah, less aware. And think about like the old school movies that how they would depict mouth breathers, like they were the slow
Right.
Like me.
slow kids, I guess you
Well,
could say.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Yeah, it's kind
I
of.
I wasn't going to bury you.
But
I was going to let the audience decide.
yeah, but
But thanks for outing yourself.
There you go.
Respect.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of courage.
Hey man. there's a fine line between stupidity and intelligence. So I want to say it's courage. It's just being dumb.
What?
You don't have to be like to be brave. You just have to be smart.
True.
Yeah. You don't. Dumb people aren't brave. They're just stupid. That's why they do stupid things.
It takes a
Or
certain
dumb
level
people
of
can be brave in
awareness
the wrong
Yeah.
way, man.
Intelligence. I'm saying intelligence. Intelligence.
Yes.
There's-
to recognize something to be feared.
Yeah. But dumb,
And then to overcome it.
yeah, but dumb people just do it.
I actually spoke about that with the children today briefly. Like, to define what courage was,
Mhm.
define what rectitude was in their own words. And they kind of steal words, but they're cute.
There you
Yes.
go.
Yes. These kids are cute. Yeah. So that whole process of like approaching the water in that kind of mindful way, and then when you get in, I'll hold my breath for sometimes a couple minutes underwater.
Fuck.
But as long as I'm super comfortable.
A fucking G.
I didn't start there, Trust me.
Where did you
It's not,
start?
You're talking 10-second holds, 15-second holds, things like that, just to get
But that's still pretty committed.
acclimated and comfortable,
You're a very mentally strong person.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure you've built
it
this.
develops that kind of resilience-ness. There's like, and it awakens literally every blood vessel in your whole body. So it's the only thing. I mean, the only thing that
But what
stimulates it to
What about
this
the ones that have
degree.
demons in them?
It cleanses that shit
We don't
right
wanna
out of
meet
you,
those
dude.
No respect.
Yeah, you want to go into a place that makes you instantaneously into a meditative state. Get in fucking cold water and calm your breathing down.
That's what I
You
mean.
will be instantaneously centered.
So, like, the second time I did the cold shower, right? The second I was underneath it,
You're like,
I wanted out so bad. So I was like, no, don't leave. And I took a deep breath in and I took a deep breath and pushed it out.
yeah.
And as I did it, the audio from the speaker in my living room goes, "You're a cunt!" And it's Dan Pena screaming like just some random video I was watching before I got in the bathtub.
That's hilarious.
It's like, and then I got deeper into the water.
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
he's right, you son of a bitch.
Did you do ice or no?
Huh?
Did you do ice or no?
I haven't done ice.
Oh, okay.
I've just done cold water.
Yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
moved on to ice.
Ice is like because like cold water is like because like unless you like have like a
Cold what?
cold yeah once again I've seen more water than you have, so suck it. Secondly,
It's just so confusing when you say this water.
hey man, whatever, I get it. You're not a worldly person, I understand that, so I understand. Anywho, so anyway, like I know like for like a lot like the reason because you keep your cold tub outside, I imagine, right?
Yes.
Because like I know a lot of the reasons like unless you have like your shower and like it's like an add-on to your house where it's basically built to be outside. There's no ventilation in there. It's not really super cold. Like you got to put a lot of ice.
Right now, it's not.
Right.
Oh,
Winter
I
time.
see.
Yeah, because
Your
like
pipes are warm.
This
Yeah.
is a good time to acclimate yourself to it. Just make it a habit. Just
Yeah.
and then as the water temperature starts cooling down when we get into the colder season,
yeah,
you'll be
Oh,
acclimated.
you guys are fucking clever.
yeah.
Yeah.
You clever.
I measure. I
motherfuckers.
temperature. I measured it.
It's
I
called
measured it with thermometer.
acclimation.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thermometers.
I never thought of it because anything besides warm and
It's
hot
cold.
is fucking horrible to
Yeah.
me. So like how horrible it is. Like
You're like, okay, it's cold, so we're rated horrible.
Yeah.
Now it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy horrible.
We're dead.
What's
I'm
the
not
next
ready.
one?
But we can get ready.
Yeah.
We can get ready.
Yeah, man.
And like when does it freeze over?
I'd say when I usually wait for around like late December is where I'm like excited.
Late December?
Yeah, that's where I'm excited because that's where I feel like Cleveland gets really cold.
See, but late
You
December,
like the cold?
Yeah, I like the cold.
Yeah, I do.
That's part of the reason why I go to Buffalo.
late December, I'm gonna be busy.
I understand that, but
This humidity I have not been enjoying.
No, I'm
really.
not a fan of that.
It's been hot as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
That's also good mental resilience training, though, too. I think of it that way. It's
this
like,
morning, dude,
think of Jocko Willink.
I was going fucking through it mentally.
Yeah.
Oh God, I did not want to be at training at all.
Yes.
At all.
Yeah. You pushed that sled today, I see, I think, right? Am I right?
Yeah. I
Rope.
pushed the sled. The battle ropes.
Yeah.
The fucking. Me and that bike.
That Schwinn.
That fucking Schwinn. Me and that bike. We have like psychedelic experiences where I realize that like I'm still afraid of exposure. So the bike exposes you.
yeah.
So I can bike in a way that I know I can make it 40 seconds and be trying to go hard-ish. But if I try to kill myself, I don't know what happens after that. And I'm really afraid of it. And I don't know why. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know that I'm afraid of it. I know that that means that I'm afraid of being tired and afraid of what happens after that. But I don't know exactly why.
I know why.
Why?
Because you don't want Matt to know.
Know what?
No, that's where you are. Like once you go beyond that point, it's not like when you don't do that.
No, if I actually fucking get to the point where I can't do any shit,
No. It's not that. It's that he knows that that's the level of effort you're capable of at that point.
but he already knows.
Does he?
Yes,
He might
dude.
not. He might not. He
No,
might not. He might
'cause-
just be like,
Dude, he predicts my lift so well.
hey man, if you don't,
He predicts my lifts really well.
But, like,
he
he-
knows.
but he predicted it because you
He knows
did
what
it
I can do.
for 100%.
Like, so when I was benching,
yeah,
when we got to as many reps as possible,
yeah,
I don't remember what the weight was, but I got to 9, right? And I push it off my chest and I get it to here, and then it drops a teeny bit because I lost form.
Okay.
And then I panicked because the bar was coming at me. This is all happening in a second.
yeah.
Like less, right?
Yeah.
And as the bar's coming at me, I'm like, take it. And so he grabs it. And he's like, I think you could have gotten that. I think you could have gotten 10.
Yeah.
And he doesn't just say shit like that.
Right.
He's not like, oh, sport, you could have got it.
Yeah.
He's like, that was a break of focus.
Yeah.
Because there have been other times where he's told me to do less than what I thought I could do. Because he was saving me for something else. But this time he was like, like, you could have done that if you really wanted to. Like right now, I was thinking to myself, it would be neat if I could squat 300, pull 350, and bench 200.
Yeah.
That would be neat. That would make me feel like maybe I was kind of strong for a tiny, tiny man.
Yeah. But think about why you train. Think about what's the reason behind your training, right?
Agreed. So the reason I really train is because I lack discipline. And I need to have more discipline and order in my life.
Okay. Fair enough.
And everything else is like this, like... That's why I didn't even know, like, whether or not I was doing well. In
Gotcha.
terms of... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't look at any charts until, like, 2 weeks ago. We were looking at a chart,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I'm kind of like a purple belt.
Yeah, kind of like a blue purple belt and some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, cunty me wants to compare that directly to jiu-jitsu. And be like, I got my purple belt in 6 months.
But that black belt's gonna be hard as fuck.
And it might be unattainable. Like, that elite lift. Like one of them is like 450. I forget what it is. I think it's the deadlift is like 470.
Let's look
It
it
was
up.
like elite.
What was it called again?
I don't know. I said it was like weightlifting standards, something like that.
Yeah, left.
But who cares? It doesn't even matter.
Deadlift
But
standards.
you're pretty much tapped out as far as like when you get to a certain amount of strength.
Yeah.
You're pretty much tapped out with what that is going to bring over carryover wise to your
Right,
athletic
to my
endeavor.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
It's like-
become like a
It's
specialist.
like you can squat a cajillion pounds.
Yeah.
Now play baseball.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Who
It ain't gonna
cares?
happen,
Who
dude.
cares?
Yeah.
Deadlift 480, I believe, for your weight, or is no 4? What is that? 480, 460.
So elite.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I'm chasing that advanced number, but I'm still really far away. I think tomorrow I'm supposed to try to pull 320. I should just cut down to 123. I'm kidding.
Just skin and bones, skin and bones.
I'm never cutting weight again in a significant way. Like, I'll go to 140,
Yeah.
Do it smart, man. Slow.
but there's no need to go lower than
Yeah.
that. Like, none.
Yeah.
I have no need to do that. And if I get truly into that 154 weight class, I won't even do 140.
Mhm.
But like today I was 144.2.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
fight at 140 right now.
yeah.
Easy.
But it was a really dehydrating day,
Mm.
right? Or dehydrating instead of dehydrating day. It's a strange way to pronounce those syllables. But like, I don't have to make 136 and a half. That's way too light.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that ever again.
Yeah. What do you think your natural weight's going to be for these kinds of events and competitions?
I think we're going to get to the 150 point relatively soon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And so that's with the gi, that's 154. That puts me at featherweight. It's a very, very challenging division
Yeah. Yeah.
in all age groups.
Yeah.
And I think I need a good challenge. So like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like
I think it is perfect, dude.
like
Rock it out.
I certainly don't want to cut weight, and at that lower weight class, there's more weirdness. There's more like strange nuance, sport specific shit that people do
Huh.
based on
Okay.
like flexibility and gamesmanship.
Okay.
Like the more toward the middle and the heavier people you go,
Yeah.
the more like fighting it is to me.
Okay.
And I need to remember that
Yeah.
and probably eat more food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why am I playing with these tiny people who want to do weird shit? Like, why am I
This is
doing
weird.
that?
It's like that wrestling we just watched.
Oh, I know. And it's
So
like,
that shit's so fake, man.
it's like I would love to introduce you to wrestling in a much better way. Like, that was like the worst thing you could have possibly seen.
Yeah. It's pretty terrible.
And like, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
It
It wasn't.
Bad. It was pretty bad.
No, see, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Respect.
Right.
From that side of the table, you're not wrestling fans. It was terrible. From my side, it was below average.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And so like I recognize that as soon as that happens, you can't get over with regular people. But like when you do something really extraordinarily in pro wrestling, like something really amazing, people that don't watch wrestling will watch it for that moment. They'll understand it. They'll get the characters. Like pro wrestling is any fictional TV show. Pro wrestling is any fictional story. Pro wrestling is the Bible. Pro wrestling is comic books. It's at its best a story about good and evil or right and wrong,
Right.
told through these two vessels. And sometimes there's more than two, but usually
Yes.
two vessels, right? And when done well, it's truly artful. When done poorly, it's fucking gross and dumb. And if done poorly, no one likes it. Like, no one can stomach truly bad wrestling. But mediocre to slightly below average, can't win over a person that doesn't already have a committed love to the idea of it. And so that's why you're like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Anytime it drops below. But if they had done anything that made sense, they might have had a chance to hook you into deciding to be like, oh, this is like this fun fantasy.
Yeah.
But if it's terrible or mediocre
Yeah, tonight, yeah.
and it wasn't
Yeah,
cool,
It wasn't good.
I wasn't in control of that remote.
Yeah.
I
Don't
did
worry
not
about it.
want you guys to see that shit.
Put on any Kenny Omega match, and I'll watch that forever.
See, Kenny Omega is
Yeah.
a wrestler.
Yes.
Kenny Omega makes you understand what he's doing, and he does do some things that are also over the line.
Right.
But like his main techniques are suplexes and knee strikes. Those are things that people actually do to other people.
Yes.
Like, I suplex people. I need Anthony in the face today, multiple times.
Yeah.
Yes.
You only saw 2 of them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is real.
Yeah, that's some funny shit.
So yeah, so like, just like me and Trevor are playing around, I think if pro wrestling was more like wrestling and jiu-jitsu and less like comic books, it would be better. But like, there's a whole generation of people that didn't grow up learning how to actually fight. They learned how to do this ballet dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, if wrestlers could fight, wrestling would be way cooler.
That is true. Yes. Yeah, I would agree with you there.
So that's what I want to do. And I don't care who's with me.
So that's what I want to do.
Because I can just do it on my YouTube channel
Yeah.
There you go.
for fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, no one can tell anyone what to do anymore. Isn't that
So
neat?
crazy, yeah.
Like, depending on your standards for how you're going to live. Like, if I have to make $100,000 to be happy, I would have a job.
Yeah.
But I don't. I need to be able to eat enough ramen noodles to live, find some money for protein, have money for beer, find a way to get some weed, which I can usually teach jujitsu to get, and after that, I'm pretty much good. So nobody gets to own me. I
Yeah.
can do whatever the fuck I want.
There you go.
So when I want to, like, you know what? I'll just make up a wrestling company, and I could do it right over there.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as it made me giggle, and I put it on my YouTube channel, or I did it through Instagram, I'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody would be willing to live in their car or in their buddy's house or on the street. I swear, I'm fucking willing to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I really am. Like,
You're prepared.
I only want to do what I want to do. I don't want to, like, I'm willing to learn how to do things I don't want to do to learn the value of it so that I can, like, I don't want to answer emails and shit. I don't want to answer the phone. There's, like, but I will do those things.
Yes.
And those things are easier because I've learned how to do things like deadlifts,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't want to do anything for a living that I wouldn't do for free is my line.
Yes. Yes.
So,
I
like,
agree with you. Yeah.
pro wrestling, jiu-jitsu, singing songs, making art
Mm-hmm.
that I'm capable of making, like mostly videos and talking shit, podcasts.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm willing to do that. But like anything else, like maybe not.
Little uncomfortable.
Like maybe not.
Well, just do the self-enrichment practices. You know, that's it.
Like what? Like meditation.
Yep. Finish your shower cold.
We'll start with 2 minutes a day.
Yes.
I will do the 2 minutes of box breathing. See, here's the key. I have to say shit publicly in front of people that I respect.
You respect
And I
me?
respect you guys.
Oh,
Well,
man.
thank you.
I mean, I almost respect
Respect you as well.
There we go. Appreciate that. There we go. We're back to where we needed to be.
I respect you
No,
both.
I respect you, Anthony. You son of a bitch. Yeah, I fucking love you guys. So, after I'm done with Matt tomorrow, I'll spend 2 minutes practicing box breathing.
Good. It's a good time to do it after training. Helps recovery.
And I'm terrified right now. because now I have to be held accountable. I'm seriously actually scared. I felt it set in.
Okay.
Isn't that weird? That's
Yeah.
how sick I still am. But I'm just well enough
Well, you
to
were
actually
aware of it.
hold myself to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but you were aware of the thinking process,
Yeah.
the shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I felt it go, "Ugh, I don't want to do this.
And then you can relax it out a little bit. Yeah.
But I will do it. Anthony,
Yes.
do you have a single piece of weird news
Just one.
that
All
you
right.
want to give us? Anthony loves like weird news
All right,
items.
so I'll give you guys you guys get the pick. So it's either stun gun wielding clown chase in Long Island ends in teen's arrest. Artists create specialty dildos that can hold human remains.
dildos.
Or,
I knew you'd pick that.
cops took 10K legally from 10K legally of a couple's casino winnings. It was legal to do that
It was legal to take $10,000.
of their casino winnings.
$10,000 from the casino winnings of a couple.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Yes.
So there was a traffic stop that happened. These people are from New Jersey. They were in West Virginia.
Ah, they trafficked the chip.
Yes. Yes, they did.
That was quick.
Good job.
Next.
No, what happened is that they didn't do anything wrong. Actually, they had all their paperwork in order, and they did everything legally and correct. But in the state of West Virginia, if they assume that there's some type of crime involved with getting that money, they're allowed to take the money and hold on to it. And so,
Just in case he case him.
yeah, no, I don't know about that. That one I don't know.
Well,
Casey Kasem.
I don't know that one.
just in case.
No, don't know. Sorry, keep going. Anyway, so basically, it's like civil fortitude, where like they're allowed to like if they hold on to it long enough, they can file the state whatever it is lawyer can file a civil fortitude, which basically says that the police station can keep that money for themselves and do what they want with it.
Mm.
And so it was a long process of them actually getting the money back because they did nothing wrong. They won it. They had all the paperwork in order. They had all these gift cards that they won because they're go to casinos a lot, and it's like they give you like comps. So they give you those gift cards. So basically, this couple got and they had to stand on the highway for like 5 hours while this lady was like 8 months pregnant.
Oh, it's harsh.
Yeah, it's harsh. So, but they got the money back eventually after they like basically kept hitting up the.
After they proved they were legal.
No, they had the
They
paperwork.
look like Mexicans to me. Show me those people again.
He looks like a Mexican. She looks
He
like
looks like yeah.
No, he Mexican as fuck.
he looks like a Mexican. She looks like she's from West Virginia.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Yep, you got it. You got it right.
I mean,
Good-
I wouldn't
good
say
guess.
that there's a great deal of symmetry in the face, but
No.
I bet there's a big heart in that chest, you know? I bet she's a really sweet girl.
I agree, but guess what? You definitely look like you're from West Virginia.
Why is your hand inside his shirt right now?
I-
Y'all are something else. Y'all are something else. I was raised differently. Anthony.
Yes. we'll end it.
That's funny, man.
Unless you want to hear about 2 Chainz talking about dildos and with ashes.
No, I'm straight.
Okay, cool.
Where do you find this news?
Reddit.
Reddit.
There
Okay.
you go.
See?
Yeah.
It's the young folks and their
Young
Reddit.
folks. How old are you, Anthony?
I am 24.
24. All right.
Yeah.
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 So young.
I'm a baby.
That's when I started jujitsu.
I'm a baby with a demented
I was a
mind.
wee white belt at
20.
24.
What drew you to it initially at first?
Well, when I was in 6th grade, I saw that first UFC.
Yeah.
And I had identified myself as a wrestler. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of like what I do, but he knows how to choke them.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to choke people. But to my knowledge, there was no place to do it. And so then I went to Madison, Wisconsin after high school to be in a band. And a dude named John Hines, whose lineage goes to Hickson, had a school there called the Monkey Bar Gymnasium.
Okay. Okay.
And I went there. I took a class. I learned a few submissions, and I rolled with some guys. And I was like, man, that's really fun. Came back to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find any place to train. Randomly driving down Mayfield Road towards Warrensville Center, I see a sign that says Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the Aikido studio.
Yeah.
Walked right in the door. Donald's in there teaching a class. I'm like, I'll be back tomorrow. He's like, well, there's no class tomorrow. I'll see you Thursday. I was
Okay.
like, I'll be there Thursday. He's like, all right, man.
Yes.
I'm like, I'll be back. Okay. And then he couldn't get rid of me. And
Yes.
that was it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I quit my job like a year after.
Wow.
joined the circus,
Okay.
and that was it.
Okay.
Never looked back, really. Even after I fucking lost everything, I never thought, like, maybe I should get a job.
Yeah.
I was like, so how are you going to teach jujitsu now?
Yes.
like,
Yes.
like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, maybe we should do, I was like, so how do we do this now?
That's hilarious.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no other way. But I also knew that I couldn't just do it again. I have to do it way better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm in the perfect spot to become better.
Yeah.
That's all because of you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking shoot, man.
That's
Like,
evolution, man.
I talk about it all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for you, but I just don't want to weird you out and tell you all the time.
Sean, you're the
Don't worry about it, man.
Sean, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
can't
Like,
just,
times 6 during the day is a little weird.
yeah. It's like, Sean, thank you for the space sinking, Sean. And bows.
Yeah, right?
He
It's
bows.
like, cool, bro. Good to see ya.
Yeah.
That's like a towel.
You're right.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to like go on about it.
Yeah.
But
Wipes
facts
the
are
sweat.
facts.
Wipes the sweat off your
And-
brow.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank
Everybody
you, Sean.
sees changes,
Yeah.
you know? And that started by making that decision. And then started with you making a decision to allow it to happen,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
fucking neat.
Yeah. It's
So
cool to
thank you,
see.
brother.
It's cool to see the evolution of it as well. So
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing a little more.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should be interesting.
Thanks for being on the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is super fun.
Yeah. Agreed.
And it technically might be the most stoned I've been on the internet.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
I was in a nice, like, that edible kind of kicked in.
I'm sure it did.
Did you ever do a dab with Justin or no?
Yeah. But
Oh,
that's
no,
different.
No, I mean,
like,
okay.
edibles take me to a different place.
Okay, gotcha.
And I felt this really, like it's coming in waves, honestly.
Mm.
And, like,
Body feel. Right?
yeah, that body feeling was really intense. And, like, it was a lovely experience to have in public. And I haven't had that before.
There you go.
So enjoy when you watch this video. Goodbye, Internet. XOXO.